What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about what happened today at pretty much every single period after third. Basically, it started like third period. Usually, we would go down the gym at third period, but then there were these voting things, so the gym teacher had to move to our class. So we did this little game. It's where it would like drag like I'm not even gonna go into the game. It's just a game. So basically it happens as soon as we start the game, like instantaneously as soon as we start the game. The gym teacher pours out all the balls. And I'm gonna call them spheres just so nobody can make a joke in the comments. Pouring the spheres, and one of the classmates was hogging all the spheres. Like literally as soon as she poured the spheres, a majority of them went to her, so the person. So let's just call her B. Remember that same B from the other video? So basically, she was hogging all of the spheres. Almost said it. So I say, why does she have all the spheres? Also, note, and this is very important. Keep in mind that like literally all of the other students can just run around the classrooms screaming like a monkey with only one or two criticism. I can barely even say 3 words until I get absolutely freaking torn apart by all the other classmates saying, "Shut up, Wither! You're so annoying." When literally one of the other classmates is probably just like, "Oh my gosh, God!" and literally just annoying and exasperating the whole time. So, big note, that's right there. So basically, I say that, and then my class was like, why are you yelling? I mean, to be fair, I was yelling, but to take in the factor that like 2/3 of the people, no, all of the people around me were also yelling, and they decided to like, oh, let's just Wither, because why not? And then everybody simultaneously says to me, "Shut up!" And they're screaming too. They're yelling that. So I'm just sitting there like, okay. So having that to be the most hypocritical move I've ever seen since second grade, I decide to be like, you know what? I'll just compromise. Not really. Instead, I get and grab my drawing book. It takes me a few seconds to find an empty page because I just draw all over it. So I find an empty page and I start writing what I want to say and then show it to the class. And then when I show it to them, they're just like, "Shut up!" I remember sitting there. I mean, this was today, but I remember sitting there but to be at such level of ignorance for you to consider saying "shut up" to a person who is literally holding up a paper and not saying a word. At this point, we just start the game because why not? Actually, that was after the game. The game actually was pretty good without not much drama. But after this, the teacher herself calls me out for being inattention. Oh my gosh, for being inattention. What? I'm just trying to say something without getting absolutely tore apart by the class because they think I'm like the worst person in the world. I'm sorry, but that actually goes to the kid who was always like, "Go! Man, go!" Cliff. And I don't know where all this hate came from. I mean, where did it come from? It just started in October and then it didn't stop. Okay, signature move, October. It started in October and did not stop. It literally is not stopping. And you know what? Let me know in your comment. Let me know in let me know in the comments if you think it's a good idea for me to switch classes, because I'm all for it. I'm gonna switch to the class where it's where there's a friend who really respects me. So I mean, I do have friends and they respect me too, but then again, it's just it's still like 2/3 of the class who particularly make me look bad, and even the teacher believes it. But so the rest of the day, fourth period, reading, just reading. Fifth is writing. So we transition into the other class. I explained that in the other video. And all is well until Of course, they have to go and hate on me and make me look bad in front of the teacher. And you know what? I knew that was gonna happen. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay quiet for the whole period. I'm just gonna act like a mute. I took my controller out of my dusty closet, got it, tried to find the mute button, pressed mute, and didn't speak for the whole period. But somehow people still find a way to hate on me again. In fourth period, so I decided to stay be quiet for all of fourth and fifth periods. Well, it turns out that can't happen because apparently I get blamed on for no matter what. Sometime in around fifth period, yeah, fourth period was pretty much drama free. In fifth period, I get blamed for trying to distract the class from when I was pretty mad from third period. So I just do this thing where I just hang on to the closet door handle and then zip back. It's kind of weird, but still whatever works. When I do this, one of the people who hate my guts see this. I'll just call them anti-intellectuals from now on. I see one of the anti-intellectuals look at me and oh, this is a good reason to make Wither look bad. I almost said my name. So then the anti-intellectuals shows the teacher what I'm doing, and then it's like, can you sit the right way? And then literally all of the anti-intellectuals goes and says, yeah, Wither, stop. And I'm just sitting there because it's a seat. It's a seat. There's nothing serious about it. I know it's kind of dangerous, and yeah, I admit to that. It's kind of dangerous, but I was staying silent the whole time. So this time I speak up and say, or at least try to say, if somebody else did this, then you wouldn't say that. But since I did this, you're jumping all over me. And before I could even say the did this part, if somebody else did this, the first did this, the teacher and everybody else just speaks over me as they're trying to cover up my extremely good point. These are excessive levels of exasperation right now. And this is why I'm yelling into the mic. I put a disclaimer as I'm editing because I put freaking 4 minutes and 30 seconds into voice things, and I still I'm not even gonna complain about that one. And at that point, I just wanted my head to just explode right then and there, so I could just restart a life. I go to the future where they'll have self-driving cars, and then hopefully bullying will be terminated. But no, my head somehow doesn't explode then, because I was expecting it to explode too. Also, so that's telling me that the teacher is in on the bullying too. Wow! This school has hit a new low. Perfect, guys. Perfect. Best school in the United States. Seriously, guys. Oh my gosh. It's not that you're communist or anything. And I might get silenced after saying this, but oh my gosh, it's so cool to be in this school. You should definitely come here. You'll get depression and want to jump off a roof for the next 3 years. Die, fellow intellectuals. See you next video.